Hello all and welcome back. So in this video, we will now solve some questions so that we can strengthen our overall understanding about trees. Now in the last few videos, we have understood what a tree is, how the same can actually be implemented in Python, as well as understood and wrote few functions which were able to better print as and overall take input of our tree. So now let us understand on how different questions will be overall done with respect to trees. So the very first question is the count nodes. Okay. So let's assume that we have a tree, something like this. We have to count the number of nodes which are present in my tree. Okay. So 1 second. Let's say it is like this. Okay. I think the question should be a lot explanatory. It is just asking you to tell how many nodes are there, right? So something which we can do as well. We can easily we can easily see that this particular tree, the one which I have made, is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 overall nodes, right? So the same we have to just return, okay? But let's see now how we are going to do it. As I have told you in the last video, anytime you are given any tree problem, how you have to imagine it is just break it down in this way. So we have a tree and the same tree is made with some subtrees. Okay, so these are the subtrees. If I have to count the number of nodes, all I have to do is this is one node which I know, something which I will work on, and I will just call on my children to give me the answer back. Okay, so I will ask them, hey, can you get me the number of nodes? And again, we can assume because we have studied recursion in so much depth that recursion is going to do the work very nicely for us. Okay, so that is how majorly we will be solving the problems on trees. They are going to be a lot easy provided your understanding of recursion is a lot, I would say, enhanced. The same which you would have done because we have covered recursion in a lot of depth. So let's see the same, everyone. One thing more, so just so that you are also able to use, I have created this generic tree inputs. This is just, I have defined some predefined inputs which we can use to check on our question. Every time defining, giving the input of a tree cannot be a good use of our time. So that's why I just have created these overall function. It returns us three roots. Okay, and these are the roots. So this is the first. It is having a node 5. It is having 6 nodes. And this is the last one, root 3. So let us begin, everyone. What I have to do, def count nodes. I will be given a root node and I have to just return an integer which tells me how many nodes are there. The very first case, NH case, if my root is none, I should return 0. If someone just send me a none as a root, then tree is not there. So number of nodes are 0. Great. Moving forward, what I have to do, number of left, number of nodes in left subtree is going to be count nodes. Oh, sorry, not in left, my bad. Number of nodes. So that is something which we will be doing in the next module for binary tree. Number of nodes is going to be 1. Now for each child in root dot children. Okay. For each child in root dot children, what I have to do? Number of nodes is equals to number of nodes plus count nodes root dot children each child. Or I can do 1 second. The way I have to handle it, I have each child, okay, and I can just pass it actually. My bad, yeah. So count nodes on each child, okay. I can make it each subtree as well, but I hope it is better if we write it in terms of each child because again we have to work it for our understanding and recursion will handle the rest. and I can just return the number of nodes. Great. So maybe what we can do, this is the function. Okay. So just let me rename this file pretty quick. Generic trees input. Okay. Great. So let us use this file everyone now. From generic trees inputs, import predefined generic tree inputs. Okay, great. So yeah, everyone, we can just get the root 1, root 2. Let me just copy this line. So in this overall code, in this overall line, I am getting 3 trees which are predefined for me, which I can directly use. Just what I can do is count nodes, root 1, root 2, and root 3. And if we run this, hopefully we will be able to get our answer. And we are getting it 5, 6, and 5. Let us see this, everyone. Is it the right answer? 5, 6, and 5. Great. So the answer is right. Let us try to understand from this overall example what exactly would have happened, because the understanding is very important as well, right? So this is my root 1, everyone. This is root 1. Okay. Let's see how exactly we are able to get recursion to give us the answer. The very first thing, we would have come here. Okay. And we said that, hey, I see one root. It is not null. Great. Now this one is having 2 and 3 as children. So I pick up 2 and say that, hey, can you get me the number of children in U? Since it is a subtree, recursion is going to do its work and get me the answer as 3. Now, I don't have to think of this while writing the code, but now we have to make sure that we understand it. The flow will go here. This time it will go to 2. 2 will say that, hey, I am one node. Okay, I am one node. And I have 2 children, which is 4 and 5. So 1, 4, and 5. Now the call is going to go to 4. 4 is going to say that, hey, I am one node, but I don't have any children. So please go back and just give this 1. Okay. So now my count node of this particular 2 subtree has become 2. So number of node has become 2. Okay. Great. So once this is done, what we have to do, then we are going to make a call to this 5. So for 5, we have to this 5. It is going to have 0. Okay. This was 4 here. My bad. This was 4 here. So it's also going to return 1, and my number of nodes becomes 3. So overall, let's remove everything. Yeah, I'm going to get 3 from here. In a very similar manner, we are going to make a call here. This will say that, hey, I am one node, but I don't have any children, right? I don't have any children. And you can just return 1 from me. So we will return 1. In a similar manner, this is already we know is 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 3. Pretty straightforward. These questions are going to be a lot easy if you understand it in a way that we have done, because we just have to majorly use recursion most of the times and we will be able to get our answer. Okay, everyone. So I hope this is clear. Again, please make sure that you use this file overall, the generic tree inputs, so that we don't have to input trees every time. Okay, great. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.